Alright, let's go ahead and get started with Unit 11, Lesson 4, Non-Mendelian Inheritance. So to do this problem today, I'm going to use two separate colors just to help make it visually appealing. So again, let's go ahead and get started. So as always, we're going to highlight our notes to see what we're talking about. So we have incomplete dominance is one of the types of non-Mendelian inheritance. In genes controlled via incomplete dominance, neither allele is dominant and neither allele is recessive. They can blend. You should think of it like when you're mixing paint colors in art class. Therefore, something that is heterozygous, so we have an X and a Y, or it could be an A and a B. It could be a B and a Y. It could be a T and a Z. Whatever it means that they have two different letters, right? Because hetero means different. Will appear to be somewhere in between the homozygotes. So AXX and AYY. And that makes sense, right? AXAX and AYAY. AXAY should be in between those two of those. So let's look at what exactly that means. So in a certain species of fish, blue scales are incompletely dominant to yellow scales. If you cross a blue fish with a green fish, how many of the offspring will be yellow? Okay. Go ahead and put our parents on there. So we're crossing a blue fish. One of our parents is a blue fish. You see the blue scales are, the B stands for blue, blue. So that's the blue fish. Now how about the green fish, the other parent that we're crossing it with? They are a B, they have some blue, and they have some yellow. And if you did not know this, if you mix blue and yellow, you're going to get green. That's how the fish is green. And the question is asking us, how many of the offspring will be yellow? So let's figure out our offspring. So as always, we're going to take these and put them here, take this and put them there. You're just carrying them across. Take that one and bring it here, just like that. Now you're going to take this one up here and put it down here and down here, because they're in the same line. Repeat for the other side. Okay, now the problem again is asking us how many offspring will be yellow. So let's see if we have any yellow offspring. This one right here is going to be blue and blue. That makes blue. This offspring right here is blue and yellow. Blue and yellow, those colors mix together to make green. B and B makes blue, and blue and yellow makes green. So when the question asks, how many offspring will be yellow? There will be 0 out of 4 offspring that are yellow. So 0% will be yellow. Okay, now this next one you're going to do on your own. I can go ahead and get you started with it though. How many of the offspring will be blue if you cross a yellow and a blue fish? So the first thing you got to do is identify your parents. You're crossing a yellow fish and you're crossing a blue fish. So you have to figure out the yellow fish is going to be A and what letter? What letter would yellow be? A and what letter? And the other parent, the blue one, is going to be A and some letter and A with another letter. Then you'll fill in your box, identify what color each of them are, and answer your question. Okay, let's go ahead, pause the video now, and do that problem. Okay, next problem, codominance. In genes that are controlled by codominance, both of the alleles are dominant. What does that mean? So the heterozygote, the AXAY, will show both the AXAX and the AYAY traits equally at the same time. It will show both equally at the same time. Now, what does that look like? Well, let's look together. If black chickens are codominant to white chickens, show a cross between a black chicken and a spotted chicken. How many of the offspring will be spotted? So we're showing a cross between a black chicken. So we have a black organism, black. Then we have a spotted chicken, a chicken with some spots, with black and white spots. So we have a black and it has some of the white. Now we're going to fill it in. You should know how to do that. You're going to bring these over here, this over here. Bring this down and down. Now the question again is asking how many will be spotted. This one right here, A, B, B, black and black. This one is black. Black and white. This one is spotted. It has black spots and white spots. This one is black and black. This one is all black. Black and white. This one is spotted. How do I know that? It's B and W. B and W. So how many offspring will be spotted? Well, 1, 2. 2 of them out of the 4. Okay. Now you're going to do this problem on your own. Again, I'll go ahead and identify the parents to try and make it a little easier for you. How many offspring will be spotted if you cross a black chicken and a spotted chicken? You need to figure out the parental genotypes. Place the black one here and place the spotted one here. Then you'll fill in your box, answer your question. All right, again, pause the video. Do that before moving on. So just to review, what is the difference between incomplete and complete dominance? Or incomplete and codominant, I'm sorry. They kind of seem very similar. So let me just remind you what the difference is. So an incomplete dominance, An incomplete dominance each allele is expressed so that it mixes together like a paint color, so that you have a red flower plus a white flower equals a pink flower. The red and the white blend together. They are incompletely dominant, which means this one's a little bit dominant, that one's a little bit dominant, but neither of them are completely dominant. They're incompletely dominant. And then in codominance, neither allele is dominant over the other, so both are expressed equally. They're co-dominant. They're sharing the dominance together. So you have a red flower, and you have a white flower. Then you're going to get a flower that has a little bit of red and a little bit of white in the flower. They're going to mix together. All right. They mix together in complete dominance, and in codominance, they both show up. Okay, so right here, a purple furred bear and a white furred bear mate and produce a lavender, a light purple. Is their fur gene controlled by incomplete dominance, like in this example, or by codominance, as in this example? Write it down here. Okay, and this other example, a purple furred bear and a white furred bear mate and produce a purple and white striped offspring. Is their fur gene controlled by incomplete dominance or by codominance? Okay, you're going to answer these two on your own. I'm going to keep it moving, and I'm going fast, but also we only have 15 minutes to record on this thing. Cool. Multiple alleles. So, in most cases, there are more than 2 possible alleles for a gene. For example, the hair color gene. You can have red hair allele, you can have the brown hair, you can have black hair allele, or blonde hair allele, or even gray haired allele. However, you as a human, you get 2 copies of each gene. So you can only inherit 2 of the possible ones, because you get one from your mom and one from your dad. But of course, across the entire human population, there are going to be more than 2 possible alleles. So what does that look like? Well, for example, blood typing. Blood typing is controlled by multiple alleles. A man with blood type AO has a child with a woman who is blood type B. What are the odds that they have a blood type AB child? Well, let's get it. Let's do it. Let's figure it out. So we have a man with this blood type. Let's go ahead and add him onto our Punnett square. So it's capital I and an A. That's just how they do blood typing. They use an I. Okay? And then a little I. Has a child with a woman who is this blood type. Blood type B. Blood type B. Blood type B. And the question is asking, what are the odds that they have a blood type AB child? So let's see. Let's go ahead and fill in our Punnett square. Okay? So it's asking, what are the odds that they have a blood type A? AB. So look at this one. We have an AB. That's blood type AB. So we have 1. How about this one? A and B. They're blood type AB. So we have 2. How about this one? This one is an IB, and that one is a little I, which up here told us blood type AO. The O is represented with a little I. So must be blood type BO. This also is blood type BO. So how many of them have blood type AB? This one and this one. So we have 2 out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 4 offspring. Okay, cool. All right, we're almost to the finish line of this note. And of course, you'll have some practice problems on Google Classroom. All right, sex-linked traits. Sex-linked traits are found on the X chromosome. Okay, these conditions occur more often in males than females because females have 2 X chromosomes, right? Females get X. So as long as they inherit 1 normal chromosome, it doesn't matter if this one's messed up because they still have that one. Okay, they'll be unaffected by the condition. However, males are X, Y. So if they inherit a bad X, it's going to affect them because they don't have another X to take over if this one is messed up. They just will be messed up. Okay, so they'll just have that disease no matter what. Okay, so again, that is why males will be affected by sex-linked traits. Sex-linked traits include things like color blindness or growing bald, right? It doesn't matter if your dad balds really early. What you need to do is look at the men in your mom's family. If the men in your mom's family go bald really quickly, then chances are you too will. It doesn't matter what your dad is because you don't inherit that gene from your dad. You inherit that gene on the X chromosome, which you get from your mom. You get the Y chromosome from your dad. Okay? All right, cool. Let's keep moving. So a colorblind woman and a man with normal vision want to know the chances that a son will have normal vision. So, of course, identify our parents. Colorblind woman. Go ahead and let's add her onto our Punnett square. Notice capital letters, lowercase letters. Pay attention to what is in the problem. Pay attention to what is in the problem and copy it exactly. Okay? Then marries a man with a normal vision. So his X chromosome is normal, right? This is colorblind. This is normal. And of course, he has a Y chromosome because he's a male. He wants to know the chances that a son will have normal vision. So let's go ahead and fill in our Punnett square. Make sure you're being very careful about your capitals and your lowercases. So again, let's go back to our problem. We want to know the chances that a son will have normal vision. So, first of all, we have to remember, we're talking about